and so that's when I actually put in my papers again. Got the same mission call.
Yeah.
And finally went, and I'll tell you what, it was worth it, alright? It was the best experience of my life, and I was regretting not going a little bit earlier.
Even though all that COVID situation happened, still like felt like I had to just do it. Like I had to go.
Man,
Nothing could stop me from serving the Lord.
I was scared on a plane. And you know, a little thought was telling me, I hope this plane turns around, man, and we go home.
Hey everybody, my name's Looney.
And I'm Hoya, and we found out that having a desire to serve a mission can be hard, and trying to do the right thing for the right reason can be as well.
And this is our special guest we have today, and it's Ephraime and Tupuse.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
So, we've got a little game to help everyone that's watching today that might be struggling to find their desire to serve a mission. This is a game of yeah, nah.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
We're basically just going to ask some questions
Solid.
about the topic, and you're just going to answer yeah, nah, just from your own personal experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty easy.
Easy.
Let's go. First question.
Your first question. So, do you know anyone who went on a mission but didn't want to go?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You want to touch on that a bit?
One of the hardest things of going on a mission is when you go and you don't want to go. I was in the same position as well where I didn't want to go, but then I ended up going. So yes, and I know all my friends, close relatives and things like that, they went on missions, they were probably in that same position as well. Did they really want to go? Probably not, for whatever reason, but they went anyway.
For you, personally, were you scared or worried about serving a mission? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you would be weird if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I was pretty scared.
Yeah, I think everyone is scared.
Yeah.
I think you'd be lying to yourself if you said you wasn't scared or worried. I know for myself, I was scared as.
Yeah.
In fact, and it even goes back to that first question we just did. Do you know someone who didn't go on their mission? And I was actually in that boat. So I've actually applied for my mission twice. So the first time I applied, I was going through some stuff, and then I thought to myself, nah, this just isn't me at this stage of life. And so I sadly enough, I actually turned down that calling, and I got a mission call and everything. I even knew where I was going. Had a date to go to MTC, but then I just didn't go until a couple of years later. Then I realized, oh man, you know what? I should be going because I was feeling heaps of regrets and all that kind of stuff. And so that's when I actually put in my papers again. Got the same mission call.
Yeah.
And finally went, and I'll tell you what, it was worth it, alright? It was the best experience of my life, and I was regretting not going a little bit earlier.
Wow. That's awesome. And you know, since you got called twice, do you think you knew everything before you went on the mission?
Oh, nah. No way. And even the second time, I was still scared. Like, I was still scared. But I just had enough faith to get on the plane. Once you're on the plane, you're off.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Did you always have a desire to serve a mission?
Yeah, I'm gonna go yeah. But it's not like this.
What helped you build that desire?
For me, I think I guess I was like lucky, because I grew up with a lot of boys. Like we did I guess a little batch. So in our primary, we all wanted to go. We all wanted to go travel on a mission, and then we always kind of stuck with each other. Even in youth, like we always tried to, when there was one of the boys that would like kind of struggle or I guess stray from the path, we'd always try to help that brother come back by just keep on going to activities, invite him to the activities, but see if he's okay. And then it wasn't until the first one when he went and then he started saying about the blessings and how cool it was in the missions, like, oh man, we should let's all go do it. So one by one, everyone kept on going. Everyone started emailing each other. It was really
Spark
cool.
the flame.
Yeah, they sparked the flame in our ward. And it was really cool. And it's really cool when all of them are on the mission and you can email each other about your spiritual experiences. It was really good to see the brothers out there.
That's mean, bro. That's solid. Yeah, I think for me, I did always have a desire to serve a mission. I was one of those kids in primary where, you know, they would ask who wants to serve a mission. I'd be like, "Yeah, first one. That's me, that's me." But I think as, you know, you get older, your desire kind of goes up and goes down and up and goes down. But it's always there. For me, I felt it was always there. So even like the first time I applied, I must have applied because I had a little bit of desire. But then even though I didn't go, my desire was always still there. And so, yeah, I would say, yeah, always had a desire to serve a mission.
Yeah.
Do you think young men feel pressured to serve a mission? I reckon we could answer this too.
Yeah.
I got you.
I want to see what you guys think first.
Yeah?
Yes.
Pretty unanimous. I think we all think that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think for me, because I'm a girl, but I grew up with two brothers. I hope they don't watch this. I always saw kind of the way our parents kind of, I hope my parents don't see this either, the way our parents kind of talked to us about missions growing up. Like, I always knew my parents, although I want to serve a mission, my parents kind of always said to me, like, you know, you don't have to serve a mission, you can just go to uni, get married, but your brothers, you're going on missions, kind of thing. Yeah, so I definitely think, not even just looking at my brothers, but just looking at some of my mates that have served missions, like they definitely feel pressured and to go on missions and stuff. Yeah.
How about you, bro?
Yeah, me too. I feel the same too. But actually now for me personally, I think I'm actually a nah. Because in my family, no one has served missions, and when I told my mom I was gonna serve a mission and I wanted to, she actually like tried to she didn't want me because you know how I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah.
She doesn't want, she's like, my son's not going to another place like for 2 years. But yeah, like I felt like I wasn't that pressured, but it was just my friends, like going to my friends' houses and that, and their family, they would always like, I felt like they would always feel pressured to go on missions because their parents would be like, oh, I want him to go, I want my son to go. And I just felt like that was me when I ended up, once I convinced my family that I wanted to go on a mission, they were happy with it.
Cool.
But yeah, how about you, Tupu?
So the reason why I said yeah was because I was kind of same as your experience. Like my parents none of them have served, and me being the eldest, like I kind of felt like, oh, I kind of have to go serve because I'm the eldest, and none of my parents have been on a mission. Well, it wasn't until I had a talk with my dad, and so I remember I got my calling and stuff, and I think I had like 1 week left to go on the mission, which was Philippines. And I remember I was just driving home with my dad, and my dad was like, "Son, like, why do you want to serve the mission? Or why do you want to serve a mission?" And I was like, "Oh, to make you happy, to make you proud, to make the family proud." And then after that, my dad was like, "If you're going to do that, then you might as well like not go." And I was like, "Hey, what are you on about? I thought you wanted me to go serve." Or like I was saying that in my head. I didn't say it out loud because I might get a hiding. I was like, "Hey, like, isn't that the whole point of us going?" And then later on, he was like, "I want you to go serve, not for us, not for your mom, not for bishop, not for your ward, but I want you to go serve for the Lord." And that was something that was so profound, and it just stuck with me ever since. And so that's why I said yeah, but like later on it was just like yours, it became like a nah.
That's like you, Lenny, eh? You just put in your papers?
Yeah, I did in fact just put in my papers.
Oh, really?
I was so excited too. But
that's me.
that, even though that COVID situation happened, like, and I know that the other countries, like borders are closed, I still like felt like I had to just do it. Like I had to go. Nothing could stop me from serving the Lord because I know what I want to do, and yeah, that was just me. I just persistent. I want to go out there.
Right, that's super cool, man.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah, that's me.
And you think it's good for thee to take note of that and think, although you're going to be serving in an area you're familiar with, they should still go?
Yeah, I believe that like the Lord has plans for everyone, and He has everything is in the Lord's timing, and I just believe that like if wherever you're meant to go, the Lord wants you there. So I reckon if you have that mindset, then I guess you should just have faith in the Lord and just follow where He leads you. But yeah.
Yeah, and you always hear that term when a lot of return missionaries come home, and they always say it's the best 2 years of their life. It didn't matter where they served. It wasn't the area. It was what they were doing. It was the service that made it really enjoyable. So it doesn't matter if you're in Hamilton, if you're in Canada where I served, or in the Philippines. It doesn't matter. It's that service is what brings the joy.
Yeah. Did you have a strong testimony of the gospel before you went on your mission?
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty strong.
It's an honest answer.
It's a bit of a,
Yeah, like for me, like I reckon it was strong, like to the point where I was good, like it was good enough. Like for me, I didn't really like know everything about the gospel, but I knew like the basic important facts, all which for me, which was like families can be together forever, and that was something that like I really took in my heart, and that's something I really wanted to stick on to. And I knew, and because I knew for a fact that families could be together forever, that was something I wanted other families that didn't have that blessing for them to be together forever as well.
I think a lot of people get, well, not confused, but like they think their testimony is based on the knowledge that they know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that isn't the case. You know, you can go on a mission and have no knowledge at all about what it's like to be on a mission. You don't have to have the strongest testimony in Jesus Christ or Heavenly Father to go on a mission. But for those that do get on the mission and say they don't know much at all, that to me is a strong testimony, that they have enough courage to be able to just go in there and get it done.
And you talked about the up and down. What do you think, because a lot of youth are going to watch this, going through those up and downs right now, what do you think will help those up and downs to keep that desire that you talked about, through all those trials?
Oh, good question.
It's the hard question today.
Just to sort of continue on, sort of surround yourself with good friends, like what he done. I think for myself, I sort of, for a period in my life, I sort of started hanging around with non-member friends. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with non-member friends. These friends were actually really good, but their sort of goals didn't really align with mine. And so, because I was spending most of my time with them, that's probably when my desire was still there, but it was going on that downward slope. But then, as I started hanging around more with some of my church boys and things like that, and we're in that similar position where they were all going on missions, and so that sort of sparked that desire even more. And I'll tell you what, when you hang out with good friends, supportive friends, then you'll see some good things happen. And so that's what happened in this case.
Did you have fun on your mission?
Nah, yeah. Yes.
Yes. What was the most fun part of your mission?
Yeah, I found the mission quite fun. In fact, I thrived off all the fun times. And you talk to any of my missionary mates that I served with, they knew that I was all about fun. Also the work, and the work's fun. But I always try to look for the the best in every day and taking opportunities as they come. So I never thought that I would become YouTube famous on the mission. I wouldn't say famous, but I had the opportunity to create like a little bit of a music video almost. And so we recorded a song, and then one of the members in our ward, he overheard us singing and he quite enjoyed it, and he was a bit of a videographer. And so one P-Day we went and just filmed it, and then he chucked it up on YouTube, and then it started racking up a lot of views and a lot of likes and a lot of comments, and then that's the start of my YouTube career. No, just kidding. Oh, no, now that I look at it now, it's so cringe. I do not like that video, man. I do not like that video.
You don't want anyone looking at it?
I'll tell you what, if you just YouTube my name, you'll find it. It'll be the first thing that pops up.
Oh, we've got the video.
Oh no, no. But look at that quality though. Like, look at that.
Yeah, raining down with love, with his beauty and creations. For all of us, he's our God and we're his nation. Up to us if we follow in his ways. True happiness.
It's not those budget ones you see and they're doing it in cars.
That's mean.
It's cringe, man. This is, oh man.
Look at all those angles.
Oh, yeah.
Angels. The only difference is that guy's skinnier in there than he is now.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I know you have experiences with music videos and stuff, eh, Julia?
I mean,
No.
I mean,
You're probably more YouTube famous than I am.
Though the world may back away, I will walk right through. I know if I...
Okay, what would be your advice to young men of the church who are wondering about serving?
I think for me, any advice, and we kind of covered it a little bit earlier on as we started, just around like pressure and things like that. Yes, there will be pressure on you to serve a mission. We know that the Lord wants you to serve. For priesthood, for young men, it is expected of us to serve. And there will be pressure from everyone, your family, your ward, all that kind of stuff. But any advice I could give would be to try and avoid all that pressure. Don't let that sink in. You go when you're ready to go. You don't want to feel pressure to go. You go when you feel like it is time to go. That doesn't mean you have to know everything. That doesn't mean you have to be 100% prepared for the mission. You go when you're ready to go. And was I still scared? Yeah, heck yeah. I was scared on a plane. And you know, a little thought was telling me, I hope this plane turns around, man, and we go home. But I'm grateful it didn't. And so yeah, you go when you're ready.
For me, I would probably say to rely on your patriarchal blessing. My patriarchal blessing has helped me heaps. There have been times where I was kind of like lost and I didn't really know what to do. I just kept doing the simple basic stuff.
That's so buzzing because I was just, when you said that, it made me think about, actually that is what happened to me when I put my papers in.
Yeah.
I noticed that like, as soon as I put it in, all these temptations just came, like things like opportunities and like people in my life that weren't there before, and they just come in, and it just felt like I just didn't know, like I just didn't know what was happening, like who to hang with. And I do hang with my friends that are like the right friends for us.
Yeah.
I still have friends, but like I felt like, yo, Satan, like he tempts you, like
It sure does, man.
as soon as my papers got in, because I felt all these like different things happening, and I just want to ask, like, me, this is a personal question for me, but like if you had to explain to me, like, how could I get through that, what would you say? What would you say to that for
Good question.
for the temptations? Because I felt a heap load of weight come on.
Yeah.
Like I've passed that stage now because I've had help from like amazing people in my church, but yo, I just want to know from your perspective.
That
I
is.
know you've been through it.
Yeah, man. Far out. Now you're putting me on the spot here. Nah. To like stay on a straight and narrow almost, even though the temptation is pretty much hitting you quite hard. Satan's tricks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, bro. It's good that you realize it. The first thing is that you understand that that's happening to you, and that you're recognizing it, and that you know that Satan is trying to pull you in a different direction, because he doesn't want you to go on a mission, bro. He does not want you to go on a mission. But if you just keep having that mindset that, nah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to go. Even if, say, you made a little bit of a mistake, as long as it's not a big one, that's all right. You know, you're not too far off that path. You can always, you know, jump back on board. We're not all perfect. In fact, you don't have to leave on your mission being perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If only perfect people could go on their mission, I don't think anyone would be on the mission right now.
So we just want to thank you guys for coming and taking time out of your day to talk with us.
All good, thank you.
Thanks for letting us
Thanks
be here.
from you.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, guys.
And we just want to thank you guys for listening, and we hope that you learned something and felt the spirit, and we'll see you again. Bye.
See you later.
Hey fams, like and comment down below.
What are you waiting for? Just hit the subscribe button.
Hit it. Do it.